guys, it's Paula from PSN Creations. Welcome to my channel if you're new, and welcome back if you're returning. Today's video is a how-to video. I'm going to walk you through how I made this little lovely Crayola box little journal. You can see here it's very simple. My idea for these actually are to take to a craft fair. And have it be, if you wanted to get like a gift for your teachers. The idea is obviously you have the journal, which I think is super cute. It's basic, but it's cute, right? It gives you writing space. This one kind of has a cat theme to it. I had this cat flashcard, and then the word cat that was part of the flashcard that I cut off, I added onto that signature there, and then this signature doesn't have anything on it. I can actually add a little sticker, but then I also added this little cat sticker here. So I did use a Crayola box. But my thought was it has 3 little pockets, and in the pockets you can fit a gift card. So if you wanted to get your teachers gift cards, or for parents that want to give teachers gift cards, this is just a creative way to give them. So this little journal, and you can slide 3 gift cards if you really like your teacher into that. So yeah, it's really simple, really easy, and we're gonna make one together. So all right, let's go ahead and make one up. So I have my papers and everything here. Here's my crayon box. It's so funny. When I did the first one, I cut off the wrong flap. So I'm like, oh man, that's one less crayon box that I have now. And I don't know about you guys, but my stores, the kids start school next week in my area. So they are what we call a bear. There is nothing left on those shelves. They start on Tuesday here in the county that I live in. All right, so I'm cutting that off. I'm just going to go with my cutter. There's a lot of like cutting that happens as part of making, something that's smaller in size. So I'm cutting off the top, then I'm going to go and I'm going to cut off the bottom. And then I'm going to cut off this extra flap. Okay, and then we have our journal cover. I am going to go in and use duct tape. You don't have to do duct tape, obviously. You don't have to do anything if you don't want to. But I am going to use duct tape. It's white. We'll bring that cutting board out again. I'm going to use a little bit of duct tape here. It also will help since I'm going to cover the sides. Oh, it's very sticky. Okay. Since I'm going to cover the sides with paper, usually I cover, when I make my journals, I cover the inside with fabric. So I don't have to worry about anything showing. But the way I'm doing these little books, I'm doing 3 different pieces of paper. So I'm just cutting off the excess. Listen, if you want to measure and not waste, but I've just come to the realization that I'm going to have some waste every now and then. So, okay, so that adds a little bit of reinforcement. Plus, like I said, when I cut my inner papers, so I'm going to cut 1 piece for here, 1 piece for here, and then 1 piece for here. I'm going to use this paper here. It's single-sided, lighter cardstock, but I feel like it has, you know, like looks like little scribblies. So I thought it's perfect. All right, I had everything measured, and of course, I can't remember what my measurements are. There's no surprise there. Okay, let's see. Okay, so I think it's like, if I remember correctly, it was 2 and between 3/4 and 5/8. Okay, that's perfect. And I'm going to cut a little bit off of here. So I'm going to trim a little bit off of there. So that's perfect. And height wise, so I'm going to trim that now. It has like the rivet piece. You know, not the rivet, but you know, like the little bump piece. They have that. So I cut that off. Okay. And then the height. So I need 2 of those pieces. And my height is 3 3/4. So I need 2 3 3/4. And then the spine is 1 inch, so I'm just going to cut 1 inch. And I think this is not tall enough, right? Yeah. So what I did last time was I did 2 1 inches and then met them in the middle. I'll show you. I'll show you. Okay. I think I cut the right papers. These feel like they're big. No, that's right. Okay. Okay, let's do the cover. Okay, so you can ink it if you want, obviously, around it. That's your choice. Okay, I think this is how I'm going to do it. Did I not cut this properly? That's the problem sometimes with the boxes, right? They're not 100%. I'm just going to use Eileen's Tacky Glue today. Oh, oh. I should have had it facing down, but I didn't. So now I got to wait for it to come out. You guys have that problem? Oh my goodness. I'll be here all day. It's coming. I can feel it. I didn't realize this was the first year that I saw back to school journals being so popular. Like, I saw the crayon box one last year. That wasn't a surprise to me. But I don't think I saw so many people doing back to school journals like I did this year. Let me know if you notice the same. And this was what I was saying about having the white tape. So if I have a little bit there that's showing, I think it looks perfectly fine. Once again, I should have had this upside down. You can also sew. I think I saw somebody, what's her channel? Creativity, or I cannot recall. If I remember, I will put the channel in the description box, but I think that they sewed around theirs. Now, I've seen a lot of people do a lot of decorating to them and stuff like that, which you can totally do. My whole concept of them, I think, for me is just, it's like like I mentioned, I feel like I think it would be a cute idea for as a because of the tape here. I'm going to add a little bit of art glitter glue too, as a gift card holder. That didn't go through at all. Okay, and here's where I was saying I'll go halfway with one, and then the other half with the other. So that way the seam's in the middle, if that makes any sense. Okay, we're going to let that just dry a little bit before we start cutting everything up. Okay. What we can do is figure out, so I could actually use these now that I'm thinking about doing yellow. I was thinking for pockets, we can do these for, we can do little yellow pockets with these. That way you use up the strips too. And the pocket doesn't have to be super deep. Okay. I'm going to cut another one just the same size for the other side. So we'll have a pocket in the front, a pocket in the back. And then we will also do a little fold and our little notch. We could, like I said, do a little bit of distressing. All right, I have so much on the desk right now. So sorry. This is how I craft though. I mean, it's a organized chaos. All right, let's go ahead and go around and just cut off any excess. I'm trying to keep these at a low price point too. So, okay. These little scraps I'm going to keep because I will use them for something somewhere, I feel like. So here's our inside. Here's our pockets. I'm going to use art glitter glue for my pockets. Make sure it's right side up. I feel like there's something that I was doing and I didn't make sure that it was right side up. And I had to start over. And that was not fun. Okay. All right. So we got 2 pockets on the inside. We got our paper. On the outside, Distress it a little bit. Not a lot, not a lot. People might not like that. Okay, so here's what we got. We're gonna let that dry. We're not gonna mess with it. Now, you can leave that like this. That's perfectly fine. Or you can add something. So we can add. What I did last time was I just folded this in half. Just to make sure that I'm not completely cutting things crooked, I pulled this out because even with this, I can find myself still cutting things incorrectly. Oh, look at that. Let's, oh, okay. I swear I'm going to get it. Hold on. Hold on, I swear. Every time I turn it around, I move it. Okay, I got it. Got it. See, this is probably why it's easier just to measure, but me and measuring, we're not friends either. A little distressing. I'm going to find the middle. I'm going to draw a little notch. Maybe a little bit more distressing. Okay. Okay. That's good. Okay. That's our cover, guys. Alrighty. So for the signatures, the way that I did the measurements, just so that you know, hold on, let me put this cap back on. I did do 3 signatures. And what I did is, since the spine is 1 inch, I did it at a quarter, half, and 3/4. So I just drew a line so that I know. And that's pretty evenly spread, I guess, is the way I would put it. So there's my 3 lines. Oh, sorry. Okay. Now we could just move things aside a little bit. Make a little bit of room here. Okay, so if I remember correctly, the paper was 5 inches, 5 inches in this way. No, it was 5.5. I think it was 5.5. I'm pretty sure it was 5.5 by 3 3. Okay, yeah, 3 3/4. 3/4, 5/8. I think it was between 3/4 and 5/8. Sorry, guys. This is a little bit shorter. It's not though. That's weird. Oh yeah, it is. Just a little bit. Okay. We'll have that in the middle. Okay. So 5.5 by 3 5/8 in height. Okay. And then we're going to do the same for our papers. And what I did was I actually took a composite notebook apart, and I'm just cutting off the extra because 5.5. And actually, when you cut off 5.5, you're left with the non-red pieces. Everything in between the red pieces. So I'm going to just do one of these guys. And voila. There you go. So you have 5 sheets of paper plus then the cardstock on the outside as the first page of the signature. I don't know if this is 5 pages or not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, let's see. What did we say this was? 3. Right? Yes. Three and 5/8. Remember? And then 5.5. And then fold it up. Okay. I didn't look up. I just want to make sure you guys can still see me. And you're going to have a little bit that like sticks out, mainly because I can't cut properly, but you might not have any. I'm just going to cut off anything that I find I don't like sticks out. Okay. Oh my God, this is by far my worst one. Oh no, this one, okay, I know what this one's so bad. I mean, not the sides, but the top, because this one is shorter. Just by a little bit. Well, by whatever that much is. An eighth, maybe? A fourth? Is an eighth? No, an eighth. Okay, so we have our 3 signatures. And then here's our book. Okay, so in the other one, what I did was I did staple these in. I find that if you're going to staple one signature in, you're good. If you're going to do more than one signature, you do come across some issues, but we're going to try it again and see how it works. So I have this stapler. I've shown it before. I got it a very long time ago, and it turns to the side so then I can slide things in to staple them. So here we're going to try this. So we have our line here. I'm just lining up that line. Is this too tall? Oh my gosh. Why is that so tall? Okay, well, obviously I didn't measure something properly because this seems to be a little bit too tall. This is actually the perfect height, so surprisingly enough. The one that we had to cut down the white paper for. Okay. Well, I gotta cut these down a little bit. Hold on. I guess that's one of the things about not measuring, right? You might have some rework that has to be done. I'm cutting off the slivers of slivers that I can without causing any issues. Okay, I think that's going to be okay. I don't know. Gosh. No, that's still going to be too big. Wow. Okay, I can honestly say that I don't recall having this issue with the first one, just FYI. All right. I mean, we're cutting off a good amount here. See, crafting is not always, you know, clean. Okay, I think that's good. I don't like things hanging out from the, if at all possible, from the top and the bottom. If at all possible. Okay, so the idea is I'm going to take this, okay? I'm going to line it up with the line that I drew. put it in the height where the height that I want it to be. It's not exact, I can tell you that right now. Okay. Like I said, if you staple, it's so much easier to staple if you're only going to do one signature, but here we are. I'm trying to do more than just one, so, and still staple only. Okay, so then I'm going to flip it over. Ay, I didn't do the lines on this side. Okay, I cannot do that. Hold on. So the same pencil lines that I did on the other side, I want to do here, just so that I have a general idea of where my staple is going to go. Or where it should go, I should say. So again, quarter, half, 3/4. I'm just using the dots on my mat. Okay. So it's the first one that we're going to do. So we're going to come here, and I know it's hard to see, but my line's right here. I'm just going to staple. Yeah, that's pretty good. I'm going to turn it around, and I'm going to staple again. So see, I'm on the line. I don't know if you can see the line that I drew. Okay. Usually the first one is really easy. It's the second and then the third that could potentially get very wonky. So we will try not to allow the wonkiness to occur, but I can't promise anything. So we're lining up the middle fold with the line, remember, that we drew on the inside. Turn it over. I'm going to do the staple here this time. Well, actually, no, I'll do it a little bit more. Okay. Okay, that's good. And now numero 3. This one, I feel like went, I knew a little bit more, let's just put it that way, on what I needed to do or not needed to do. So hopefully it reflects. Again, just lining up the middle crease with the lines that I have. This is another reason why I don't go all the way to the top, because that way I can see my lines. I'm gonna adjust this slightly. Oh, no, I adjusted it too much. Too much. Ah. Okay. Let's turn it around. Let's do our staple thing. Hold on. I don't like how that's staple. Hold on. I don't like how the staple looks. It didn't go all the way in. Oh gosh, that's even further. It's just off. It's not aligned, so I'm gonna try one more time. If I can't get it, then it will have to stay like that because I don't want to make too many holes. Okay, much better. Much, much better. And here what I'm just doing is I'm just training it to fold, right? You gotta, where the crease is. Okay, there is something that I'm noticing though. Hold on. It's just a little uneven, so I'm just going to even it up a little bit. And that happens when you do the staple stuff, so. Oh, perfect. Okay, awesome. Let me just get this thrown out and we'll finish this up. All right, so so here you can see the staples. You can see that one where I stapled too many times, but so what we can do is, so we have, see, hold on. Okay. There's always a way to fix things, guys. I mean, sometimes maybe there's not. I got these cool little sticker things too. I was thinking, no, that's not big enough. Hold on. What about this one? No. Okay. You don't have to cover that, but I just think it looks cute. And then here we can add something like this, since we're not going to do we'll do one in the first one, and then how about that? I love it. Okay, let's figure out what to do with the spine, guys. Put some glue on this too, just FYI. Let's see. I used whatever. Should we do like a green? And then what I did was I just did Fabri-Tac. And I did like a messy ruffle. See? What do you guys think? Okay. This is it. This is what we did. My video says 42 minutes. That's not bad. I mean, if I wouldn't have made some of the mistakes, it probably would have been quicker. And the inside, like I showed, my idea is for gift cards. Gift card fits there. I think what I'm going to do is I will make something that says gift card. Oh my gosh. I want to go. Okay, here we go. Gift card there. And then a third gift card. Cute little spine. And then some pages if they want to jot down notes. I love it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know a lot of people are making things similar to this, so this is my version on it. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked it, hit that like button. Leave me a comment if you have any questions, and I will talk to you guys on my next video. Bye, guys.